It is a championship for the Bedford Bulldogs, 3 in a row.
Johnson serves it in. Great header there, and it's a goal.
Brian O'Brien shot, Bedford goal.
He's at about the 18, sends it up and over and in. Big shot, Grace Crowder. Will kick, snaps back, kick is up. It looks good. It is good.
It's good.
It is good.
It's good.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bill Ball Stadium at the campus of Exeter High School in Exeter, New Hampshire for today's NHIAA Division I Girls Soccer Semifinals. My name is Lauren Fox, and alongside Ken Harrington, we will be bringing you all the action high above Bill Ball Stadium as Bedford tries to secure a second straight trip, or I guess I should say a third straight trip, to the NHIAA Division I Finals and a repeat of last year's championship. And Ken, they have a tough one coming up today. Portsmouth comes into this game 14-2, beat Bedford early on in the season. That was back in September. Feels like a lifetime ago. And for the Bulldogs, they come in on a little bit of a roll. Some nice wins in the playoffs leading up to this. But Portsmouth, always a tough opponent, whether it's, well, you guys on the boys soccer side, you ran all over Portsmouth. But on the girls soccer side, these teams are usually pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I remember I unfortunately couldn't go this year, being with the girls away, but I remember last year's game was very competitive in Bedford, and probably that was the difference in the seeding, that one game where Bedford lost out there, as we have the 2 and the 3 seeds here.
Interesting, if you look at the season, there have been several things along the way that have led up to it. Bedford had a 1-1 tie against Pinkerton that I think if the girls had that one back, that would be a different outcome, and a 1-0 loss against Winnicunnet. You reverse both of those, and you're talking about a 15-1 team. There's really not a whole lot of shame in losing to a really tough, always tough Portsmouth team. Last year, of course, the Bulldogs saw Portsmouth in the semifinals and beat them on the way to beating Exeter in the finals out at Stello Stadium. And this year, it's going to be the Bulldogs having to get by Portsmouth again in the semis and maybe finding Exeter in the finals. We're not quite sure yet. It's going to be a game later on tonight, Exeter here, but they'll be going against #1 Timberlane, which we haven't really seen yet. We saw them in an early season jamboree, but by all accounts, they're pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, I haven't, like you said, I haven't seen Timberlane at all this year. Neither boys or girls played them, but you know, Bedford, as you said earlier, they're on a roll. I mean, I remember they kind of started clicking on that Saturday when we saw them give Exeter their first loss. Yep. And the Charlie team games, and you know, they've played well. They've had a couple tight games against BG, and then we'll see. Hopefully, they're ready to play today.
Ball near side over to Kenzie Forrester, to Kate Michael, now to the middle. A little bit of hand checking early on, and Annie Zink getting into it with Olivia McCormick, the senior, and penalty called against McCormick. Usually if you are the one who retaliates, which Annie kind of went and threw McCormick away, well, usually the one who gets called. Not the case there. Ball sent in. Kenna Snow, couple headers, and now Portsmouth coming back the other way. It is truly a joy, and I'm not, no disrespect to our stadium at Bedford, but the view from here, we're nice and close. We can pick out numbers on the back of uniforms. I feel like I'm watching the games through a telescope today.
Yeah, great backdrop. You know, obviously a beautiful fall afternoon. Soccer weather for sure, unlike last Friday when it felt like preseason.
Maybe colder than soccer weather, I don't know. Good skiing weather. Lana Morris near side, back to Kenzie Forrester. This is a physical Portsmouth team. Bedford in their home whites. Annie Zink fighting for that ball. It goes off her foot. Bedford not in their home whites. They wear white on the road, which to me is unique, but it is what they do. And that one, a throw off the head of Carolyn Milks, and it'll be Bedford ball into Forrester and headed again by McCormick. Bedford throw coming. Kate Michael to do it. The seniors throw up the line. Very good throw off McCormick's head. Now to Annie Zink. And Annie stopped the ball and tried to get her right foot around it. Couldn't, but sent out of bounds by Portsmouth. And again, a Bulldog throw. Michael's throw. Headed bounces around, sent way out, wow, by Portsmouth, and Bedford will control there. Kylie Morris grabbed. This thing's getting physical early. I'm somewhat shocked that one was called on Kylie there.
Well, I think he got her for a handball.
There you go.
Unfortunate bounce. You obviously following the girls more than myself, but I wouldn't say it's a surprise Bedford's here by any means, because we've become a well-known program. But I know early in the year, talking to Coach Winning, when I asked her how the team looked, and she was like, "We're young," and which is a good sign that here they are in the semis. It's a good sign for the future.
And that was kind of the party line early on as the ball finds its way to Annie Zink. Annie takes a touch right side, tries to send to the middle, can't, off Portsmouth's defender, and the Clippers control. And great job there by Anna Diaz sticking the ball, and now Anna will take the throw. Of course, you're familiar with Anna's brother.
Yes.
He's had a nice little run.
Nice little run here. Yep. The Nashua South game was...
He had, for those who did not see that game, Gavin Diaz, who's Anna's brother, took a foul with about 17 minutes left, and then somehow proceeded to get squashed by like a bug by the Nashua South defender. It was, to say the least, unsportsmanlike. I don't know if there's going to be any ramifications from it, but there should be. Into the box, ball headed by Morris, picked up by the goalie, Haley Combs. What was the feeling down on the field when that was going on?
That was the North game, actually.
That was the North game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it on replay. It wasn't as bad as it looked, but it definitely should have been, something should have been addressed. But the game I was talking about was the South game when it was like 88 degrees last Friday, and let's just say Gavin came out of halftime not feeling so well, but after he released some stuff, 4 minutes later he scored the game winner. So
well put. And there is a younger Diaz, Maddie, who played on the Ross A. Lurgio team that wound up losing in the Tri-County Championships just this past Monday. Ball sent in. Kenzie Forrester, great ball. Vashi, left foot. Combs, the keeper, catches it eye level. And we're still scoreless.
Good attempt by Vashi, but just didn't get enough on it to have a good hard strike.
At this point, and we talked about this the other night, what you're really trying to do is challenge the keeper and see if you might be able, Vashi threw a shoe, see if you might be able to find a way that a keeper makes a mistake and you're able to capitalize on that. And if you pepper the keeper, even if it's not a Sari Stein blast, at least that way you're still putting the ball in their hands, forcing them to make a play.
I would say the only difference tonight compared to Sunday night is a lot cleaner field, no moisture in the air right now.
Yep, absolutely. Kenneth Snow with it off the right foot, just past the goal mouth. And it'll be a goal kick for the Clippers. Yeah, there was Sunday, don't think they were calling for rain until later, and then we got the rain. Combs, the senior keeper, sat for a while behind a well-entrenched keeper at Portsmouth and has really made a name for herself in net for the Clippers. Ball sent up off the foot there of Ailish Honda, now to the middle, back to Honda and to Parker, now poked away by the Bulldogs far side. And Portsmouth will reset, send everything to the back line. And meanwhile, Annie Zink's just going to play chase back there. Lana Morrison on it too. A little bit of hide and seek. Tried to get the ball up the next level and couldn't. Kenzie Forrester now winds up stealing the ball. Kenzie finding Annie. Annie in a foot race there. Ball poked away by the Clippers. And back the other way come the Bulldogs. Great job by Kate Michael winning that ball. Kenzie now sends it into the box over the head of Zink. Now to Lana, to the middle. Vashi had chanced it, couldn't come up with it, and Timmerman sends it up the next line to Annie Parker. Parker's left foot waiting for some teammates. Now back to the middle, nothing doing. Back to Parker.
Yeah, I was going to say, we should have an offside.
Somewhere on there's got to be an offside. And so the Bulldogs will get a kick here.
As simple as the rule is, it's funny how it gets misinterpreted sometimes.
We saw it applied the other day, I think would be the best way to put it. It's really, if you think of it like it is a moving blue line in hockey, it's probably the best way to go about it. But then again, you have to understand how hockey works. Lana's header over. Annie Zink with it through that next level. Might have gotten obstructed a bit by Timmerman, but she'll hang on. And now the ball sent back up. Header, Parker. Jenna Dindorf sends it. Far great ball, Jenna. Now to Anna, I should say. Vashi middle to Lana. Lana tried to find Kenzie in space, couldn't. And wow, dangerous ball back to the keeper by McCormick. But Combs sends it out. Now McKenna Snow, BMW, navigating through traffic. McKenna, left foot, now quickly getting through, trying to find somebody, anybody, has her pocket picked. And she'll come back the other way to try to steal it. Delaney Cook with it, far side, and she gets it picked away. Actually, I think that's Guaracino, the one number that's hard to make out. Now Portsmouth with a line change.
Yeah, mass substitutions only coming up on 9 minutes in.
Portsmouth on their listed roster has 24. Now, I think NHIAA rules, you can't do that. I think you have to have 18. And there are a lot of them dressed in gray, not ready to go, but there for support. Ball sent to Zink at striker. Zink surveying the situation to Lana. Good pass, just a shade behind her maybe. And now the ball stolen by Portsmouth, sent back the other way. Addie Kiley had it, lost it. And now Annie Parker with it, dribbling down the near side. Parker sends it off Kate Michael, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Clipper corner kick from the near corner. First corner kick of the game for either team.
This is an opportunity here. That's what I know, especially when you get into playoff times. When I coach my kids, we try to tell them, do anything you can not to give up a corner.
Not a whole lot of preventing that one, though.
Yep.
And I don't understand the logic of that play. You had Kenzie Forrester up on that, and the ball was sent into Mallory Baker, and Kenzie able to make a play on her. You give the defense time to collapse on that, and now you have a throw-in in the corner. That doesn't do you a whole lot of good.
Yeah, I don't know. Technically, you're supposed to be given 10 yards there, which is that yellow hash on the back of the end zone. Any free kick, it's supposed to be 10-yard space, but I don't know if they didn't ask, but well defended there by Bedford.
Pass by Addie Kiley, broken up by Reagan Lawton. Lawton has it. Michael fighting with her. Ball out of bounds. Clipper throw. About 29-20 remains here in half number one. You really get the idea that whichever team is able to draw first blood is going to have an advantage. And Kenzie Forrester winds up winning the throw, sending it off the player who threw it in, Laura Milks. And it'll be Bedford throw. Morris, Michael, trying to find Kenzie, can't. Now back to Kate, off her head. Chipped into the box. Another header. And rattles around for a second. Bedford's just got to clear that ball out of there. Nothing good's going to happen with it there. And now Callie Spittle will have the opportunity to do that. Rolls the ball far side instead of flipping the field. Now Anna to Vashi. Vashi controls. Back to Anna. Back to Vashi. Anna, or check that. That was Jenna over on that side now. Taking her time. Ball is out of bounds. It'll be a Bedford throw.
Good pressure early by Portsmouth. Bedford's not having a lot of time to make decisions. Portsmouth really pressuring the ball.
Ball sent up by the Bulldogs, and now Portsmouth, rather than attempt to reset, just sends the ball out of bounds. Bedford throw, and the Bulldogs will have an opportunity to get something set here. Throw coming, Diaz, Morris, back to Jenna. Jenna to Kenna. And sent into the box, just rolling around in there. Man, Kenzie Forrester with a chance at it, but if you get into high gear about 1/10 of a second beforehand, you might have a goal on that. That thing was just rattling around in the box.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of communication there. You know, that's where the goalie's got to call, either clear it or call for the ball right away.
Annie Parker wins the ball, sends it back near side. Reagan Lawton with it for the Clippers. Lawton tried to send it to the middle, couldn't. Kenzie Forrester steals it, gets it stolen right back by Lawton. And now Honda, left foot, back to the middle to Timmerman. And over far side, taken by Baker. And McKenna Snow will send it to midfield. Bulldogs have been controlling a decent amount on offense. That one sent into the box. Callie Spittle is going to have to come up a bit. She came up, dives for it. And Callie made that play at about the right time. I was concerned that she had waited on her line a little bit too long, but wound up coming out and cut the angle just enough to disrupt.
Yeah, we were just talking about communication at the other end, and I don't know, maybe she did. Maybe it's our little bit of the angle we had here, but I thought she maybe could have came out a little quicker.
Poked away. Ball sent to midfield. Zink looking far side. Has Anna. Diaz with it. Finds Zink right sideline. Nothing doing. Poked away. Dindorf tried to make a play on the ball. Keeps getting elbowed out of the way. And now the ball sent near side. Reagan Lawton. And Bedford back with it. Lana Morris calmly sends it back to Kenzie Forrester. Chips it over the defense. And it will trickle into the box where the keeper Combs will pick it up. About 25-40 left. I'm told that we are keeping people entertained, maybe, in Bedford. I don't know what that even means. I don't know why I would have to entertain somebody for an hour. The old saying, if you're bored, then you're boring. And cleared out there by Addie Kiley. Annie Zink with it. She's like the rabbit at the Greyhound track. Anna,
A lot of energy
far
for
side,
sure.
yep. Far side now to Annie. And the ball stolen from Annie. Sent back up and out of bounds. Jenna will take the throw over there. Annie struggled a little bit with that first touch, came up with it. Now Anna sends it off of the Portsmouth player. It'll be a Bedford throw from the far sideline almost to the corner.
Go Bedford!
Not a huge crowd. It's still a work day for a lot of people. Left foot coming, nothing doing. Ball will be held in by Snow. Snow, left foot off the defender. Popped out by Portsmouth, and we'll see if that one stays in bounds, and the answer is negative, Ghost Rider. Pattern is full. Michael's throw over the head of Forrester somehow gets over the head of Milks, and now the ball gets into the middle, and Snow with a great header. Now to Annie Zink. A little bit more touch would have been good there now, but Lana Morris winds up stealing the ball. Lana spins. Kenzie, right foot into the box off of Annie's foot. And now held in by Jenna Dindorf, I should say, after Portsmouth tried to clear. Good possession here for the Bulldogs. Just want to see that one real good chance out of it. Zink tried to find Morris on a give and go, did, and Lana gets shoved. No call in the box, or was there? The way that Ailish Honda put her hands up over her head, looked like there absolutely was a call. And if there was a call, well, that one's going to be a PK, friends.
He's going to call it right on the edge of the box.
Can't wait to watch that one. We'll see that in a second.
Good chance here. You've seen McKenna.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
some of our fans yelling, get 10, get 10. There's no way that's 10 from there.
It's pretty easy. There's football lines.
There's football lines, but that you have to do math. It's not a straight line. McKenna Snow shot to the left of the net and the left of the wall.
Good chance, though, for Bedford.
He might have gotten the location right on that one. I just had a chance to watch the replay a few seconds late, and it was peripheral. So I guess all things considered, I'd prefer for the integrity of the game that he make the call of free kick, not PK in that situation. Tough for him to make that with anything definitive at that point.
Yes, if nothing else, you want to see the ladies decide this game for sure. I mean, the refs are going to call what is there, but I think that was the correct call.
Turned out to be the right call. So Anna Diaz sends it into the box, and Kenzie with a header. Now the ball rattling around a bit, chipped around. Portsmouth will try to clear and sends it off their own player, and now sent back up. Addie Kiley, good job to send it back into the Bedford offensive end. Now Annie tried to find Lana, just couldn't quite. And now Portsmouth will come back the other way. Honda to Parker. Parker. Now back near side. Nothing doing. Kenzie Forrester sent it to the middle, trying to find Varsity. She may have had Lana up front. Now to Annie, and ball poked away there, but Annie somehow winds up keeping track of the ball. And Portsmouth fans wanted a foul there on Kenzie Forrester, did not get one. Carolyn Milks, full head of steam, has the ball picked away by the Bulldogs. And now Vashi, Lana, Kenzie dribbling. Lost that touch just a little bit. And in fighting for the ball, might have gotten away with a trip, but regardless, the ball is off of Portsmouth. Bedford throw near side. Scoreless game, 20:45 remaining here in the first. Lana Morris chips it into the box. And holding it in, McKenna Snow holds it in yet, and now Zink to Morris, trying to find Zink, and Zink gets shoved right on the margin of the box. Now the left foot of Bashi will trickle out of bounds. No penalty called, or was there?
Nope, it's going to be a corner deflection. That one's one, well, as you said, we're running a little behind on the replays, but looked like the arms extended there, but
I don't think it was in the box. I think it was on the edge of the box.
That's all you can look for and ask for is consistency, though.
Right.
So.
The penalty would have been a logical one to call there. Kenzie Forrester takes it into the box. Great corner. Ball rattling around, still rattling around. Vashi with it and pokes it away. Nothing doing. Kenna Snow is going to have a chance to run up on one, I thought. Right foot of McKenna is just right of the goal mouth, and it will be a goal kick for Portsmouth.
McKenna had a good beat on that one, but Portsmouth defender rushing out just made her make a small adjustment, and she couldn't get a good shot off.
Ball sent out by Combs off the foot of Kenzie, held in by the Bulldogs. Lana, Kenzie, looking, nothing, held in by Kate. And again in the middle of the field. Bedford controlling it in Portsmouth's end, but you got to make sure for all this time of possession you're getting, you got to find a way to convert something out of this.
Yeah, it's been a good, a good change. Portsmouth had it down here for a little bit, but I think Bedford definitely has turned the momentum as far as possession. We'll see what Portsmouth can do now.
Grace Ward taking the throw for Portsmouth. Michael heads it out of bounds, and Portsmouth advances it about 10 yards without doing a whole lot. Ward tried to chip it, couldn't. Nobody can really get full strength anything on it. And Milks winds up sending it off of K. Michael. Another Portsmouth Clipper throw. Michael's header to Ward. Now headed into the box. Get that thing out of there. And Portsmouth controlling a bit now. Lana Morris finds the ball at the 30. Makes a move. Back middle. Bashi. Far side. Tried to find Anna. Couldn't. But the deflection somehow makes its way to Anna's foot. And now Anna sends it up the line off the Portsmouth defender. And it comes back the other way. A little miscommunication between Kylie and Kylie. That's Kylie Morris and Addison Kylie, and finally one of them sends it out of bounds. We have seen both teams have some opportunities, nothing amazing yet. That one chipped into the box. Callie will have to come off the line and does. Fields it on the hop. And with 17-15 left here in the first, still scoreless. The punt from Callie, headed by Portsmouth. Michael sends it toward midfield, popped up, and now back the other way comes Portsmouth. Fancy footwork by the Clippers. Now the ball sent back near side. And Portsmouth controlling. McKenna Snow will clear it. Good ball, if only just to give Bedford a break for a second. Kenzie Forrester in a mad sprint to the ball. And would have had it, except for Morgan Runke, I should say. Stopping right before the ball found her way to her.
More mass substitutions for Portsmouth.
Yep, just to confuse us.
And Bedford getting their first sub in as well.
CC Irwin into the game. Bashi Bajpai out for now. Just giving Bashi a bit of a break, and it looked like we might have had an illegal throw on that one. Is that?
I think still waiting for substitutions to clear the field, so now they'll get a restart.
All right. It is an unorthodox throwing motion, let's just say that. Ball sent back out of bounds, and Laura Milks, the sophomore, will take the throw. Now Kenzie breaks that one up. CC with it, sent it back to somebody, but nobody was there. And now ball sent off of Portsmouth, up to the front, nothing doing. And now Lana with it. Ball taken there by Annie Zink. Looking far side, nothing doing, off of Lana. And now Bedford controls. The game getting a little bit frenetic, at least how it feels.
Yes.
Frenzied. We will keep our cool up here in the press box. 15 minutes left here in the first, scoreless. Throw in, CC. Nothing doing. And out of bounds off Portsmouth, Bedford throw. Portsmouth sends it out. Bedford coming back the other way. And Annie Zink with it. Gets grabbed for a second. Loses the ball. The Bulldogs come right back the other way. Or check that, the Clippers come right back the other way. Addie Kiley has it picked away, and it will be a Bedford throw as another sub coming in. Kenzie Forrester out, and Jess Black into the game for the Bulldogs. Jess, another one with a brother on the boys team, playing for the state championship on Friday down at Stellos. Ball sent far side. Anna Diaz with it. So we have a couple less seasoned players on the front line for the Bulldogs. Ball chipped into the box. Zink had to go off of her. Portsmouth now coming back the other way. And the reason that you have those two out now, you have Forrester and Morris out. Well, you want to give them the chance to, or Forrester, I should say, and Bajpai, you want to give them both a chance to get their wind a little bit.
Yeah, we're playing at least 80 today, and could be more.
I have a feeling we're playing more, but hopefully not, for the good reason. And that one off the foot of Kylie Morris, I believe, and out of bounds. And it'll be a corner kick coming for Portsmouth. Sort of an unforced error. Not a whole lot of pressure on her, just trying to send the ball out of bounds and didn't come around it. Portsmouth with 2 players over there, again trying to do the same sort of set play. And this time they send it to the middle, trying to get a player running in space. Can't. And good play made by Kylie Morris to break up the play. Now the ball rattling around a bit. Ball sent up. CC Irwin giving chase. Nothing doing. And Portsmouth controlling things a bit here. Jenna Dindorf off her head. And you can hear the crowd getting more frenetic too. It's funny how that works. Ball sent out of bounds. It'll be a Bedford throw coming.
I think the crowd, everybody's sensing it. You know, it might only take one today.
That's generally how it is with these 2 teams. Ball headed up front, and CC Irwin absolutely destroyed there by Olivia McCormick. 2 players going for the ball, but still curious to see what that one looks like on replay when we get it in a few seconds. It didn't look like it felt too good for CC to be on the receiving end of that one, particularly on a day like this. Snow chips it up and over. Going to be trouble as it's in the box. And now the keeper gets tumbled into by the Bulldog players.
Yep, all good there.
Looked like it was, if I'm guessing, I think it was Kylie Morris who tumbled into her.
No intent. I don't think I...
Didn't look like anything. It was...
She helped her up as well, so...
Player making a play on a ball. Ooh, yeah. On the replay, that hit of CC didn't look a whole lot better. But I will say it was a clean hit, and there was no turf involved. The turf is the thing that doesn't move. That's where a lot of the injuries can happen, as we are currently dealing with in our household.
That's why I haven't given you any turf that you...
Yeah, hey, thanks. Appreciate that.
You've been great.
No, it's the soccer field that caused the injury.
Yeah.
Yep. Not the baseball field. CC far side. Kenzie Forrester back in over there now. Lana Morris. Kenzie again far side. Kenzie sends it off a Portsmouth player now into the box, rattling around. Clippers try to send it out, can't. McKenna Snow, far side, Kenzie, and off of her foot, and a throw is coming. Annie Zink out of the game now, and in is Kenzie, as we mentioned. We're just squaring up who went in and who went out. CC Irwin with the ball, dribbling to Annie. The ball sent in. Jess Black will fight for it there. Had her pocket picked. Lana Morris had a shot at it, nothing doing. And Portsmouth sends it out of bounds. Bedford throw coming near side. Kate Michael takes it. It's usually a weird goal in these games too. That's the other, like, you kind of blink for a second, something happens. Ball sent up by Portsmouth. Now back far side. Guaracino, left foot. Broken up, Morris. Forrester with it. Sends it off the Portsmouth defender. Bedford throw coming from the far side.
I would say both teams with equal opportunities. Maybe a little bit stronger on the Bedford side as far as scoring opportunities.
Snow to Zink. Now to Kenzie. Kenzie, right side, good ball into the middle. Headed out by Portsmouth. We'd like to see Bedford challenge a little bit more on those 50-50 balls, particularly when there's a chance. And now the Clippers look like they're coming right back the other way. Jenna Dindorf gets in the way, breaks it up. Now Parker winds up with the ball, and the Clippers coming right back the other way. Left side, Guaracino. A little bit too much of a touch, and a beautiful slide tackle made by McKenna Snow, and a Portsmouth throw coming from the far side.
Well defended there by Bedford. I agree, Lauren, on the offensive end. I'd like to see maybe Bedford, I mean, the thought is there, the passing is there. I'd just like to see maybe create some runs instead of standing waiting for the ball to receive it and make a run, see if we can't attack that way.
Yep. Go to space. And we saw a few times the other day that Bulldogs had great opportunities to do that and could not because they were getting called for offsides. But in this case, that one sent into the box, and Callie Spittle comes up to get it and almost gets run into by Carolyn Milks, who carefully ensures that Callie does not hit the ground. Now stolen again. Portsmouth back the other way. Bashi with it to Annie. Ball held in almost by CC on the far side. Different look for the Bulldogs now. Lana Morris out. And Bashi and Anna Diaz both back in. Honda had a chance with the left foot, didn't take it, now sends it off of Addie Kiley. Portsmouth wanted a handball on that one, but I don't know how you get a handball on a ball that's kicked off of you from a foot and a half away.
Yeah, her hands were in tight, natural, I would say natural position.
It looked like it was natural position, and she just got smoked by it. Wasn't a whole lot of putting them up to try to do something with it. Anna breaks up that pass. Can she get to it before it goes out of bounds? She does not. And it'll be a Clipper throw. Kenna Snow, great header, controls the ball, tried to send it to Annie. Couldn't find her. And now Portsmouth will head back the other way. And couldn't link up over on the far side, so Jenna Dindorf will take the throw. We do not have, it's weird, through 35 minutes, CeCe Irwin with the ball, gets it picked. We don't have anything that I would consider a signature play yet in this game. There's no diving save, there hasn't been anything that really stands out. And not saying it was boring soccer, because it hasn't been, but there's been nothing that you say, okay, in the first half this happened.
No, and I'd say it's been pretty evenly matched. One thing that I've noticed on Portsmouth's two corner kicks, they've opted to play short both times instead of, like you said, sometimes it's an ugly goal in one of these games, you know, and they haven't put one in the mouth yet.
Take my chances with an ugly goal in a game like this. It's always something weird happening. Now just playing ping pong between the 20 and the 50. About 4.5 minutes remain here in the first half. Honda holds it in, takes her time, draws it back out to Milks. And Diaz will send it out of bounds. We're going to have a good look at the throw-in from here. Is this a legal throw? It comes back, but it goes sideways.
That one was better than...
That one's better than the number of them that we've seen. Ball left foot, out of bounds. Goal kick, the official says. So Bedford will take that one. CC out, Lana in. And the Bulldogs have shifted things around a little bit on offense, but now their starting lineup is back on the field.
Go Bedford!
Sent back in. Shot at Spittle, right in her belly. Cradles it.
first real good opportunity for Portsmouth right there.
And Callie sends it out toward midfield. Lana, great job breaking that up. Kenna trying to win the ball, couldn't, but ultimately Annie Zink wins it. And now Portsmouth has it and is going back the other way. Bedford fans wanted a foul there. Thought that there was a push off the Michael Jordan, Brian Russell thing, but did not get the call. And now Kenna sends it way up. If you had one of the speedsters up there, you might have a shot, but everybody socked in back playing defense, focused on the task at hand. About 2:40 left here in the first half.
I'm glad we didn't have the late game because I think it's going to be really cold.
And it's bedtime. Like, I mean, I don't know. There's the World Series still on. I want to watch that. Speaking of, Mike Topp wants me to call out the fact that he got a 9 out of 9 on Immaculate Grid today. I don't know, man. Whatever it takes. Ball sent in. Annie with the header. Vashi swinging a miss, I guess, speaking of baseball. And now we are at the hand time portion of the half. Kevin Gibbs joining us down here. We know he didn't just pop in because this isn't around the corner. Headed in by Portsmouth. Kylie Morris tried to send it back out off the side of her foot. Kenzie Forrester takes it. Now back the other way come the Bulldogs. McKenna Snow with it, directing traffic. Tried to find Anna Diaz, did. Anna's right foot into the box, and it looked like it might have gone off a Portsmouth player, and the keeper, Haley Combs, winds up picking it up right at the end line. About 1:20 left here in first half.
Yeah, good no call. If it was indeed off Portsmouth, that was definitely not a planned pass back to the keeper.
Oh, no. I agree with you. Combs, good hang time on that punt. Bedford seeing if they can score in the waning seconds of the half. Bashi had it, lost it. And now Portsmouth coming back the other way. Guaracino with it. Big, tall, sophomore midfielder. And I believe it went off her foot. And it will be a Bedford goal kick with about 38 seconds left here in half number 1. Ball sent near side. Kate Michael holds it in. Great header. Beautiful. Laura Milks looking in. Michael breaks up the pass. Ball held in regardless by Parker. Sent in to the keeper Spittle. No harm in doing that if you're Portsmouth there. Nothing bad's going to come out of it. Timer just went, I believe.
Yeah, we should get the whistles.
And there you go. Timer's right there, so we'll see. And indeed, that does it for our first 40 minutes of soccer. So after 40 minutes, we talked about it a minute ago, not a whole lot as far as signature plays. No breakaways, no stuffs by the keeper. Nobody pulling a rabbit out of their hat necessarily, Ken, but what are you looking for from the Bulldogs in the second half?
Well, like I said, I thought that, after about the first 10 or 12 minutes, they did a really good job of flipping the field, being patient down in our offensive end. Just maybe, like I said, get some movement on the interior to connect some passes. I think the thought process is there, the idea is there. We're just standing a little flat-footed and we're getting beat to the ball. But, excellent half by both teams. This is what playoff soccer is all about.
And we will come back for the final 40 minutes of regulation playoff soccer. We'll be back to you in a little bit. Bedford nothing, Bedford nothing, Portsmouth nothing. We're watching NHIAA Division I girls soccer semifinals from Bilball Stadium in Exeter, New Hampshire. Welcome back to Bilball Stadium in Exeter, New Hampshire for the second half of NHIAA Division I girls soccer semifinal action. Lauren Fox, Ken Harrington, Bill Jennings, Andrew Fenn, Colleen Richardson, Kevin Gibbs next to me too, just the looming presence. I feel like I'm an official getting stared down after the third foul called on Lana in the first half. I'll just mind my spot. Bedford control. It's funny, you go downstairs and you talk to parents and you get a slightly different view of what you saw. And the view from down below was that it was a sloppy and uneventful first half. We did a good job controlling it early in the first half. Late in the first half, it was really sort of a struggle, and Portsmouth, in fact, started finding some passing lanes. And that was where they got their chances, which, Ken, I agree with that assessment from down there.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Portsmouth actually, started out early, controlled it a little bit early on. We were probably in that middle portion. But again, neither team really connected. But I mean, Portsmouth had one decent shot on goal.
Portsmouth holding it in now, and Kenzie Forrester chips it toward midfield. Annie Zink heads the ball. Just scrapping right there. And now Anna Diaz will find Vashi. Looking middle, broken up. Ball chipped up and over. That's a really good ball off the Portsmouth player and picked up by the keeper. Did you catch that too?
Yeah, I didn't really see if she played back or not.
She didn't play it back, but it went off of her.
Yeah.
And she, regardless, I guess, there was not a movement of the foot.
I was going to say, going back to our question on the push at the top of the box in the first half, right? A call that you probably don't want to see.
Yes, I will say this has been a very well officiated game as the ball picked away by Maeve Honda, now into the box, stolen and kicked out of bounds by Kenneth Snow.
We talked about it briefly in the first half, and it's only going to get more tense here in the second half. But that one goal, right? Whoever gets that first half, you got 40 plus minutes. Now the time's going to be getting down there, so that first goal is going to be important.
It's kind of along the same vein. It's the only sport that I truly understand. Once you get late in the game and you're facing the other team's best relievers, it gets harder to scratch those runs back. That's not true. I understand how this sport works. If the ball goes in the net, it's worth a point. 37 minutes remain here in regulation. Always careful to say that now, considering that, if you're looking at it right now, you'd probably say we're going to overtime. I would figure.
Going back to your last statement, you're saying you'd like to see maybe an arc where we could get a two-pointer?
No, I want it to be like the Rock and Jock, where if you shoot from the 8 ball, it might be worth 8 or something. I don't know. I don't know if you remember that back from the day. The MTV Rock and Jock softball challenge.
Yep.
If you hit a fly ball and catch it in a certain spot, it's worth something on defense. Kind of the almost Savannah Bananas rules of soccer. Portsmouth with it, far side into the box, headed out. Great job, Kylie. Morris, not Addie. And the ball's still alive in there. And now Kylie Morris has it go off her foot. And it will be Portsmouth corner kick. I believe this one's their third.
Yeah, the first two they've played short, so we'll see here if they try to get it in close to the 6.
They have the personnel out there to play it short. But indeed, they will play it into the box close to the 6. And Jenna Dindor, check that, McKenna Snow sends it out to about the 45. Now, Portsmouth far side. Right foot off the Bedford player, rolls around for a second, and it will go out of bounds. Another Portsmouth corner kick. Playing with fire, though. The more corner kicks a team winds up getting, the eventual outcome outcome is not good.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bedford. I know it's a tough situation, but I'd like to see them play, not turn their backs as much either, and keep their arms down. That was very close, that last one.
Ball sent in, headed out by Annie Parker. And it'll be a Bedford goal kick. I don't know what it is about that. And ball sent out of bounds by the keeper Spittle, and unfortunately Portsmouth will maintain possession down in the Bedford end. I don't know what it is. I've seen a ton of games here at Bill Ball, but it seems like the ball just stays in that blue and white end zone forever. And it's like this vast expanse. Truly nothing good ever happens in there as Annie Zink gets whistled for a handball. That one I saw.
Yep.
That was not arms close in. Morgan Runke taking the corner. Ample space between her and the Bedford player. Runke's kick sent in. Lana Morris heads. And Portsmouth winds up hanging on to it. And Resesian sent it up, winds up losing the ball, and Portsmouth maintains possession. Another throw. Resesian's throw in, handled there by Oracino, who sends it off of Jenna Dindorf, and it will be a Bedford, or check that, it'll be a Portsmouth throw from the near side. And Portsmouth with another line change, 5 out, 5 in.
It's almost like it's a predetermined plan to, right around the same time as the first half.
Load management. They have units. It's interesting. Sent in, off of Dindorf, rattling around, tried to clear. Did Kylie? Now, McKenna Snow tried to break it up, couldn't. This is what you don't like to see. Kind of long, disorganized possessions. The ball off of Dindorf, and it'll be sent out of bounds by Kylie Morris here on the near side. But what you're really trying to avoid at that point is the one where the ball kind of trickles away and nobody's marked a man. And that's what happens on those long possessions. Ball sent into the box, headed past Spittle, out of bounds.
Good opportunity there for Portsmouth. Let's see if Bedford now can clear this ball and relieve some of that pressure that's been pretty much since the start of this second half.
I will say that when the Bulldogs in Portsmouth played earlier this season, it was one goal that decided it. That was at Portsmouth. And a shove made by Portsmouth far side. Nothing happened, but still Bedford ball in the throw. But it was a very vocal Portsmouth crowd that night. Morris to Vashi, or Lana, I should say, to Vashi. Vashi looks near side, Kenzie. Middle, Annie. Annie trying to find Kenzie up the near side. Can't. Portsmouth throw is coming. Bedford trying to give and go, but couldn't. And the official doing a great job there of setting her back from where she was trying to take over. You don't always see that. Kenzie Forrester with it, sends it back to the middle. Annie Zink, full speed, tries to get there, couldn't, but Bedford still will maintain possession and have a throw here, and good opportunity for the Bulldogs. Sent back to Jenna. Go ahead.
At least they switched the field position here. Maybe they can maintain a little possession.
All it's going to take is that somebody just teeing one up, taking a shot, but hard for Kenzie to do that with 3 on her. She has certainly found her stride here in the latter part of the season. Ball sent into the box. The keeper, Combs, comes out. With outstretched arms, she grabs it. And that's one that, not an easy ball to save in spite of what it might look like. And if it pops away, well, Annie Zink's got a good shot at one. Might have been a handball on that one. Vashi, middle, finds Kenna. Kenna dribbling in, gets past several defenders, now to the corner, sends it in, tried to, and ultimately sends it over the end line. It'll be a throw-in coming for or a goal kick for the Clippers, I should say.
Good run there by Snow. You could tell she was trying to turn her hips a little, get that ball about the top of the 6. Just couldn't get it.
I'm willing to bet that if you said to Annie Zink, you have to run a marathon tomorrow, she could probably pull it off. Kevin Gibbs nods his head. That was kind of what I was hoping for. Now the ball sent in and back out by the Clippers. Energizer Bunny is what Coach Gibbs described her as. I don't disagree with that. What was called there? What'd you see?
It's a trip, yeah. So this is what I've kind of envisioned. I could see, we've seen it before from McKenna. You know, we're talking 45 yards out, but get a good service here.
She can definitely get it over that first line and winds up getting it to the first line. Does the cold weather impact the ball traveling at all? That one sent into the box. Zink with it, left foot, and the keeper Combs, a diving save. And that one about as good of an opportunity as either team has had to this point. Morris to Zink on that one.
And it started with what we talked about right at the end of the half. Bedford won that 50-50 ball on the far side. And I think it was Anna Diaz that won it.
Win enough of those, eventually you'll win the game. That's where the games kind of turn, particularly when you have the ball on offense. Kenzie pokes it away. Kenna winds up with it. Now Kenzie and Ginger Bitsagera hand fighting a little bit. And somehow Kenzie emerges with the ball. And there Annie Parker winds up going through McKenna Snow. I saw something and I wondered why nothing was called, and I figured they were just letting them play, and not the case. The foul called on Parker.
Looked like he said, yeah, it looks like he was calling maybe clip the heels from behind a little bit. It looked shoulder to shoulder, looked good. I didn't see anything up top.
Ball from Snow, past Zink, and into the box. Anna Diaz gave it a good chase, but could not come up with it. Keeper Combs did. And now back the other way comes Portsmouth. Their kick taken by Snow. Bedford back the other way. Forrester, Morris left foot. Vashi looking in the middle, nothing doing. Anna far side, chips it up, headed. Anna off the Portsmouth player, taking her time. And now Annie Zink with it, and she will take her time. Tried to get it back to Anna, couldn't. Returned it back to, tried to find Annie again and couldn't. And instead the keeper Combs had it.
Good shift of momentum here, though, for the Bulldogs. After that first 8 minutes of pressure.
Yeah, that was tough. If you maintain the ball in the defensive end like this, all it takes is one deflection, not necessarily into the net, one deflection and a player out of position, and things can happen. But you have to maintain that high level of energy throughout. Particularly once you get the one. We've seen it with Bedford several times. You get the one, and now they feel like they're playing with house money and they give the one back. Well, not what you want to see, but you got to get the one first to have that problem. Portsmouth back the other way. Dindorf tried to steal it, able to do so, and tried to send it out of bounds. Forrester wound up kicking it after it was out of bounds.
Portsmouth throwing, yeah.
And
Portsmouth
the official committed the cardinal sin of saying that it was a Bedford throw. The Portsmouth fans reacting a bit. Kylie Morris trying to clear, gets it to Lana Morris. Well, Morris to Morris going on. Now Kate Michael to Annie, broken up and sent into the box to Annie Parker. Parker dribbling in the end zone and winds up sending it off of Addie Kiley, and it will be a Portsmouth corner kick from the far side, their 5th of the game.
Stand on your marks here. Keep your arms down.
Ball sent in. Good ball rolling around. Headed out almost. Now headed in, and Honda gets a header on it, but Callie Spittle catches it eye level. And the Bulldogs will have a chance to try to flip the field here and relieve a little bit of the pressure.
Good win.
Yeah, Lana, great first touch on that ball. Kenzie trying to find somebody in space. Nobody was there. Now Annie somehow appears out of nowhere. Halloween was yesterday. Nutmegs the official, does Lana to Kate, now to Vashi, far side Anna. Anna dribbling, takes her time, evaluates, back to Annie, back to Anna, far side, up and into the box, Combs catches it. Good service, worth a shot.
Yep, just nobody there. One thing we haven't talked about, and it's a good thing, because when you don't notice officials, it's good, but obviously with the semifinals, 3 officials, and that's something that definitely the girls aren't used to, or the boys, either way. But you know, I'm sure some of these officials do 3-person maybe at a college level. But
it's funny, you'll see it in travel soccer a lot, where you have 3 of them, and then in high school they go to 2. And there are a lot of opportunities to sort of bend the rules a bit, whether it's the 10-yard thing or moving up on throw-ins.
to be fair, I think the travel level, you can be 12 or 13 as well. So.
Yes. You don't have to be patched. It is far easier to find an official.
There was many freshman games this year where I wish we had 2 officials.
Yep, we do the same thing in baseball. McKenna Snow sends it up and over. Going to be a tough one there, and Combs comes out to the 18 and picks up the rolling projectile. Her left foot sends it near side. Kenzie doing a great job to try to at least hold it in. Portsmouth kind of approaching the ball a little bit apathetically there. And now far side coming. Portsmouth on a run. Takes a touch. Nothing doing. Broken up there by Addie Kiley. Great play by the freshman. We've reached the time of the game, too, where time seems to stretch on. I think you and I talked about this. The last 5 minutes of a game when you have a lead, how long that feels versus the last 5 minutes of a game when you're chasing a goal. It feels like an entirely different 5 minutes.
Yes.
Good run on that one by Timmerman. Couldn't come up with it. And now the ball sent back into Portsmouth's end, where Combs with a big kick. And Morris Kiley heads out of the air. And now back the other way. The Bulldogs are trying. Vashi Bajpai with it. Comes out with it. Great job. And now Lana Morris with the ball. The Bulldogs just need a run right here. Lana, stutter step, near side. Kenzie looking middle. Lana trying to stay away from contact. Now to McKenna Snow, to Jenna, off of Kenzie, and knocked out of bounds by Abby Nersesian. Bedford throw. Bedford fighting for the ball. That's what you need, that deflection right there. Lana Morris tripped up a little bit, couldn't come up with it. Portsmouth sends it out of bounds, Bedford throw. That was kind of what I was looking for the deflection, the one that just takes a real weird hop.
Yep. She just couldn't get as you said, there was a little contact, but a good no call.
Not enough contact.
And she just couldn't get the ball sent across.
Jenna Dindorf doing an excellent job today with the energy. She is playing with a ton of energy. And on a cold day, you see some of these girls, Kenzie is, McKenna Snow, Jenna, Kylie, not wearing sleeves. Lana Morris, probably crazy, but I respect it. Ball sent out of bounds by Portsmouth. Bedford throw coming from the far side.
And here you and I are in a press box shivering.
I have a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, jacket. Bedford still holding on to the ball. Not quite sure how that happened. Anna Diaz had it. Couldn't right herself after she got up. And Portsmouth winds up getting the ball as it goes out of bounds. Feels like 39 degrees. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd wear sleeves. I don't know if like the 16-year-old me would have probably not wanted to wear sleeves. Vashi sends middle. Lana, Annie. Got Kenzie coming. Unfortunately, that one picked by Portsmouth, and back the other way come the Clippers. Mercesion had a shot at the ball down the line, and boy, what a slide tackle by Jenna Dindorf. She has come a long way playing defense this year, I'll tell you that. Breaks that one up, and now it'll be a Clipper throw from the near corner. Well, miscommunication by the Bulldogs there, as Kylie Morris and Jenna Dindorf were torn on whose ball that was. Throw in, comes in, Lana up the sideline. Energizer Bunny going after it, couldn't get there. And now Portsmouth back the other way, headed out by Kylie. Now Kate Michael chips it, and McKenna winds up with it. Now it's Vashi, and Bedford needs to have a chance just to collect itself for a quick second. Now Anna Diaz, great pass. Lana right back to Anna up the line. Had to slow just a little bit to get to it. Now sent into the middle and off the Portsmouth player. Vashi thought she was going to jump the route there, but couldn't. And back the other way comes Portsmouth. Might have been a foul around midfield. Nothing doing. And Jenna Dindorf gets in the way of Annie Parker, and it will be a Portsmouth throw.
More substitutions here for Portsmouth. You can't help but think if we do get into some extra time, Bedford has made a few substitutions, but I would definitely think Portsmouth would have some fresher legs.
I will also say that we've been playing like this all year.
Yep.
With not a typically heavy rotation, so players are used to this at this point. Sent in, broken up, sent in again, and Spittle on one hop, drops, picks it up. Sent out by Spittle, bounces around. Morris gets accosted, winds up sending the ball back one level, and that level tried to find Diaz far side, but couldn't. And Portsmouth throw is coming. Just under 16 minutes left in regulation now. Bulldogs of Bedford and the Clippers of Portsmouth are scoreless. One thing to note for the Bulldogs, when they saw Portsmouth in Portsmouth, if you see Kylie Morris in this game, number 12, she's got a bandaged right leg. Well, that right leg injury happened during the Portsmouth game. She had to be carted off, came back on, and then was out for a while after that with a partially torn quad. So they were not at full strength that day. Ball to a flying zinc down the middle from Morris, poked away by Portsmouth, and the Clippers try to grab it before it goes out of bounds, but they can't. And a Bedford throw coming from the near side. Jenna Dindorf to take that one. Jenna's throw headed by Zink. Looks like it's going to be held in by Kenna. Kenna dribbles around a couple, shoot it, Ken. And just to the right. Right idea.
Yep.
If she can get in space and she's inside the 20, that's fair game. It's like Steph Curry. If he's crossed half court, let him shoot it.
Yep. Yeah, I think, as I said early on, I think McKenna, that could be one that we might have to rely on. If, a shot from the outside.
Ball to the middle, now Zink, left foot, Morris, now Kenna. Kenna takes a touch, another, and sends it into the box, and it's picked up by Combs there. And it's an odd footnote when you have a defensive player who has more shots than anybody else on your team, but that's where we are tonight. McKenna Snow, I'd say beyond a shadow of a doubt, has more shots than anybody on this Bulldog roster. Morris, Forrester, near side, tried to find Zink in the middle, couldn't, popped up. That's what you're looking for there, that weird bounce, and another weird bounce, and now Zink kicks it right off of the shins of Morgan Runke and out of bounds. It'll be a Bedford corner kick coming up.
Is this the first one for Bedford?
Second.
Second one.
It's like you keep waiting for the one, weird thing to happen. Kenzie with the corner kick, chips it into the box, headed almost out, and McKenna Snow got absolutely leveled at about the football 11 outside of the box, and a penalty is called. Portsmouth fans not happy about it.
Yeah, definitely the right call. I just don't understand the reasoning. The ball was going the way Portsmouth wanted it to. I
would understand the player's reasoning.
Yeah. I would have just shielded it. It was already going Portsmouth's direction.
So Kenna to take this one from the football 13 and sends it up and just a shade over the net.
Getting crunch time.
It is been crunch time for a minute, buddy. Now the Bulldogs trying to pressure Portsmouth here, trying to maintain that possession, and they do. Great job, Lana Morris, creating a little bit of space. Kenzie thinking about taking the throw, and Jenna says, no, you got other stuff to do. Anna Diaz off, Cece Irwin in, trying to see if the Bulldogs can catch lightning in a bottle. And the throw comes in, and good job by the senior midfielder Timmerman and hurting Annie Zink away from the ball.
Was it Cece? She got the third one Sunday, correct?
She got the third one Sunday. She's had a couple where she has been Johnny on the spot, just with that little right bit of energy. Now Vashi with it. Vashi, Lana, Annie, nothing doing. Stolen, Guaracino, again stolen by Snow, picks Guaracino's pocket. We've had two Bedford players stick to the ball in the last about 30 seconds. And now Bedford plays it back to the back line. And now Portsmouth with a chance to get something going, but tried to skip a couple. Could not.
Good step.
Very good step. Now sent into the box by Honda and sent right back out by Zink. McKenna Snow chips it up and over the defense for the Clippers, and it's headed out of bounds there by Portsmouth. Cece takes the throw, sends it to Vashi, now back Cece. Sent to Kate Michael. Kate chips it over, and keeper Combs will field it. And with about 10.5 minutes left, still scoreless here in regulation.
Good no call.
Very good no call. Went up for the ball, came down on the player. Far side, Portsmouth with it. Now to the middle, Bashi. Bashi collects herself, tried to find Annie Zink far side, but could not. And now the ball sent toward the middle. And now Bashi again with it, looking far side, tried to find Annie, led her by a little bit much. This is a time of the game where you have to dig deep a bit. Everybody's a little bit low on energy, and your passes tend to get a little less crisp.
One thing I've noticed, Lauren, is, and it's, I guess, both, and I'm not saying she's wrong, but Portsmouth keeper is creeping out a little bit towards the top of the box, and you know, this could be an opportunity where if you can get a shot from 20, 25 yards out, maybe poke it over the head.
We've been on the receiving end of several of those this year. Not quite certain what the benefit of doing that in a scoreless game is, as Portsmouth sends in a new line. About 9 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here. Kenzie off. And Anna back on. And that 1-2 CC tried to control and tried to find Anna, but couldn't quite. And now the throw from Portsmouth down the line and sent out of bounds by Bedford. Another Portsmouth throw coming. Great job there by Anna on that pressure, as you mentioned. And Anna fighting for the ball and not quite sure who they're calling. The foul called on Diaz. Right now, Bedford just kind of, you don't want to play for overtime, obviously. You want to get this thing done in regulation. And sent in Morgan Runke with it. Headed out. Lana Morris. Looked like it might have gotten her a little bit funny. And Portsmouth sends it into the box, and Spittle will field it. Callie taking her time, under 8 minutes remaining in regulation. And sends it toward the right. Lands. Headed by Cece. Nice job by Lana fighting for the ball. Couldn't come up with it, and now Portsmouth the other way. Honda has her pocket picked. Back the other way, the Bulldogs come. And Addie Kiley with it, who finally found Annie Zink on the left side, but a good decision by Addie to run with the ball. She had the opening, might as well take it, and she did. Doesn't make a whole lot of runs like that, but well worth the one when she does. Ball sent middle. Lana tried to find Cece, couldn't. Now to Vashi. Portsmouth defender down, looking far side. Vashi into the box.
Great ball.
Great ball. Cece had it, rattling around in there, and Portsmouth sends it out of bounds far side. Bedford throw coming. Just under 7 minutes left. Now time is flying.
Portsmouth defender just got enough of that where it threw off the timing.
Ball in and headed by Portsmouth, and it will go out of bounds. Kenzie Forrester coming back in. I'm guessing that she would replace Cece Irwin. Ball sent through. Anna Diaz couldn't corral it. And now Anna picks the pocket of the Portsmouth defender who had the ball. Gets it to Jenna. Jenna, Lana, Anna. Anna sends it into the box. Rolls around, chipped out by Portsmouth. Anna heads it, finds Lana right in the middle. Take a shot. And Lana sends it into the box, and Combs fields it on a hop. Good with taking a shot there, because all it's got to do is deflect off of somebody, and the keeper's momentum's already got them going another way.
Yeah, well, good job there by the Portsmouth keeper. I thought it was going to be a short hop, but she fielded it cleanly. Bedford's done a much better job in the second half, challenging 50-50 balls, and they've won a majority of them.
Battle for the ball down on the far side. Zink finds Cece. Good pass to Lana. Lana had to slow slightly to get it, but regardless. Lana, Anna, looking near side. Jenna Dindorf. Jenna making a run. Looking, finds Cece. Tried to, and kind of eluded everybody with that pass. And Bedford will just try to hold the ball in, headed by Portsmouth. It'll go out of bounds. And we have just hit that 5-minute mark, I think.
I'm sure the good contingent of boys varsity players would like to see the game end. They have a 7 p.m. practice tonight.
Do they really? Whose idea was that?
I really don't know, but I would say just they wanted to be here, you know.
Yep.
Support. The girls have been awesome this year supporting the boys.
Oh, yeah, they have. Bedford trying to pressure the ball. Winds up going off Kenzie Forrester. Throw coming. Jenna Dindorf, chest trap. Now back to Portsmouth, back the other way. Jenna ping-pongs. Vashi, ball in the middle. Annie Zink with it, racing to Anna. Anna dribbling around, trying to find somebody with her. And instead finds Kenzie Forrester near side. Kenzie looking into the box, nothing doing. They're going to need somebody to take action here. Now it's Jenna to the middle, finds Vashi. Good possession for the Bulldogs here. Just need somebody to kind of break in and get a shot as Guaracino winds up with the ball. Looks middle, Parker. Bedford defense sagging a little bit, now back near side. Baker dribbling, and Baker will send it over the end line. It will be a Bedford goal kick. 3.5 minutes, at least by my count. We have not had any stoppages either, so I have to imagine that 5 minutes is going to be right about 5 minutes.
Should be, yep. One thing people might not know is in high school, it doesn't matter if there's a breakaway or not. When there's 5 minutes, they're supposed to blow the whistle, but it doesn't always happen.
Right foot of Portsmouth, controlled by Vashi. Vashi, Kenzie, Anna, looking for Vashi near sideline. Broken up there by Timmerman. And Portsmouth coming back the other way. Baker making another run up the near side. And sending it out of bounds is Kylie Morris with about 2:35 remaining in regulation. In the box, and Callie Spittle, man, fields it on her knees on the hop. And that one, a great chance for Portsmouth. The player with the best opportunity was just a shade late in breaking. Ball sent far sideline. Zink holds it in with her head, and it'll be off Portsmouth. About 2 minutes left here in regulation. And Anna tried to keep it in with her right foot. Now Lana Morris fighting for the ball. Lana, Vashi, Portsmouth back the other way. Guaracino has it stolen by Vashi. Vashi left foot, finds Anna. A little bit too much for Anna. Somehow she winds up with the ball regardless. Jenna, Kenzie, Anna, up the near side. And in a foot race to the ball, Timmerman and Kenzie. And Kenzie and Timmerman fighting for it. The ball's still in bounds. Timmerman still battling. It looked like it went off. Agree?
Yeah.
Do you agree with his call or my call?
I thought it went off red, but he's right there.
He is right there. And that one, a throw in headed by Kenzie Forrester. And Portsmouth will just move up a few feet and do it all again. And now another throw in. And Bedford will get it. Minute left, basically. For the Bulldogs, might be regulation. Might be a season. Vashi trying to thread the needle, send it in, couldn't. McKenna tried to get it in, again couldn't. And now Bedford with one more chance in that under 5. Lana has her pocket picked. And now back the other way comes Portsmouth. Annie Parker dribbling far side, chased by Addie Kiley. Great job by Addie in breaking her up from the ball. Very good no call. Do you agree?
Yep.
And again, a little bit of contact there. Again, incidental. Probably good no call. Kenzie Forrester, near sideline. Anna Diaz, one more chance for the Bulldogs. 17 seconds. Anna sizes it up, sends it into the box, and it goes out of bounds, but off whom? It's going to be a Bedford corner kick, but there's about 5 seconds left, maybe. He blew it a shade early, maybe, but
Just as I said, this is like
5 minutes is 5 minutes.
That's
Yeah, we're
right.
not playing anymore. I mean, there was an instance where it happened during the playoffs a couple of years ago.
a little different though. They played like 8 or 10, didn't they?
Yeah, they played like 16. Well, here we are back at Bilbao Stadium in Exeter, New Hampshire, Exeter High School to be exact. NHIAA Division I girls soccer semifinals. Bedford, Portsmouth, scoreless through 80. We're going to play 10 here, or I guess however long it takes for a golden goal or a sudden victory. I like not referring to it as sudden death anymore.
Yeah.
It's much more, it's just more compatible with positivity in life. I don't know. It's the hippie in me. Lauren Fox alongside Ken Harrington, Bill Jennings, Colleen Richardson, Andrew Fenn doing all the hard work. We just sit here and talk. And the clock, bizarrely, is set for 15 minutes. So are we playing a 15-minute first period, or what's the scoop?
I don't know. Unless something's changed that I'm not aware of.
So who knows? Maybe it is 15. But regardless, golden goal, score first, go home, and get a date with either Timberlane or Exeter, both of whom are playing this evening whenever we're done, give or take. Not a whole lot of crazy chances in the game. If you saw the game the other night, Bedford and Portsmouth, or Bedford and Concord, I should say, that game had a lot of weirdness. We had 2 PKs within about a minute, and I almost had to be resuscitated. Bill Klein definitely had to be, but we have not had anything like that. There hasn't been like the one signature thing that happened. So we're waiting for the one, and it's probably going to be the goal. Let's face it. Ball picked away by Portsmouth. Back near side, Mallory Baker. Baker into the box, past Parker, and whoops, now that could be a little bit of trouble, but Kylie Morris there to save the day and break it up. It is interesting to watch parents, and I don't know which side these people are cheering for, but the heads go around the hands. 15-minute halves we're at now. All right. It changed.
Maybe.
So we are playing 2 15s, which benefits the Clippers, who have a phalanx of players available. The Bulldogs do not.
I wonder
Now
if that's just a playoff rule, because I think we did 10s.
We did 10s in the season,
Yep.
absolutely, but maybe it is. I always get confused when you do rules that change during the playoffs, because if that's the way you did it for the first 16 or 162, well, why wouldn't that be the way you did it for the rest of it? Ball headed out by Annie Zink. In the case of the rule that I'm talking about with baseball, it's the ghost man on second base rule. That rule goes away in the playoffs. But if that's part of the game, well, it should be. Anna Diaz somehow maintains possession on the sideline. Vashi Bajpai trying to, loses the ball. Anna Diaz absolutely splatted there. Apparently some kind of retaliation for something that happened earlier. Try to keep our eyes on that on the replay. And now McKenna Snow wins the ball. Anna fighting for it. And Anna looks like she's still reeling a little bit from the contact that happened a little bit ago. Milks, Parker, foot race to the ball. and sent out of bounds by Milks.
The only thing I can say to this parent rule change is you want to see, or I do as a coach, as a parent, and probably as a fan too, want to see it decided on the field, not so much with PK. So maybe they're just given the extra opportunity for somebody to score a goal.
100%. I'd love to see it decided on the field rather than PKs. I will say that Anna Diaz, when she was knocked down, did apparently have a fair beef with the fact that she was knocked down. We saw that at about the 13-minute mark. My answer to it is still keep taking players off the field until you 9v9, 8v8, play a faster game and see what happens instead of winning it with a home run derby. That ball sent into the box, rattling around in there, too close for my liking. And now back the other way, trying to come the Bedford Bulldogs. A little bit of hand checking taking place between Lana Morris and the Portsmouth player. Didn't see who it was. I thought it was maybe Parker. And a penalty called. So it'll be a Portsmouth kick from the football 25. So 35 yards out. And Bedford, needs a little bit of a wall there to prevent an open shot.
Got two open players here on the left.
Bedford needs those two open players covered on the left. This is a big breakdown for the Bulldogs. Ball sent into the box. Spittle tried to field it on a hop, couldn't. It's past her, and Portsmouth wins off the set piece.
Unlucky bounce. I didn't see the foul. Did you see it on replay?
I didn't see that it was as egregious to merit a call, but regardless, like we've been talking about all night, the officials have been doing a good job. And if they make a call, they make a call. Well, in this case, Runke goes up to take the shot. We talked about the sort of confusion that the Bulldogs had on defense. And in this case, once the Bulldogs finally got a little bit organized, well, the shot went into the box, and it just took a real funny hop on Callie Spittle. And it's hard when you're the keeper. You feel like you're the one who it's on. But in reality, you're just one of 11 players on the field. You just happen to be the one in the line of fire at the moment when it could be the toughest. So, man, for the Bulldogs, they lose a heartbreaker tonight in overtime on a set piece to Portsmouth, 1-0. The goal from Morgan Runke, and Portsmouth will move on to the finals Friday night, or check that Sunday, as they will take on the winner of the Timberlane Exeter match that is taking place later this evening. Ken, anything else to add before we send this one home?
Obviously, we talked about it earlier in the game. A lot of these close games come down to, as you said many times, right, a weird bounce, and unfortunately didn't go Bedford's way. Nonetheless, a great effort. I mean, I thought it was pretty even played game by both teams. And as we talked, it doesn't make it any better for the kids now, or for the girls, or for the seniors, obviously. But we talked at the opening, very young team still from Bedford, and I'm sure, although it's going to be hard to put this one behind them, they'll be back strong again next year.
For the Bulldogs, they are graduating 4, and 3 of whom are captains. The Morris twins, who both play pivotal roles. Kate Michael, who plays a pivotal role on defense, and Maggie Fox, who has seen some time here and there, scored a goal for the team on senior night. And so for the Bulldogs, you are losing some very valuable senior leadership, but you have some juniors who are stepping up and gaining that extra year of experience, and sophomores like like Anna Diaz and McKenna Snow, who are doing the same. So for the Bulldogs, while this year did not end as they would have hoped, they are walking into next year ready and with a much more experienced young team than it was before. Unfortunately, though, this season does not end in a championship for the Bulldogs, and unfortunately it ends right here on the field at Bill Ball Stadium. For Ken Harrington, Andrew Fenn, Bill Jennings, Colleen Richardson, I am Lauren Fox. Again, sorry we couldn't bring you a win in a championship. Your final, Portsmouth 1, Bedford nothing. You've been watching Bedford High School girls soccer on BCTV, Bedford, New Hampshire.